Hello, my name is Father Jonathan Wright and this is our Holy Saturday craft. We're going to be making today this Easter egg that cracks open to reveal the cross. It's a great craft for kids and a great opportunity for us to talk about the journey through Holy Week and also especially for us to talk about the meaning of Easter. So, what do we need to do that? Well, firstly, we need some card and paper. We need some black paper for the cross, some pink paper for the egg, yellow paper for the sunbeams behind it. You can vary that as you like. You'll need 2 paper plates, which we're going to be using to make it, some scissors and some glue for sticking it together, some pens and crayons for decorating it, and some pins. Now, with coronavirus, I've not been able to get craft pins, so I've just used drawing pins and 2 big blobs of blue tack to stick on the other side so no one's going to get their fingers hurt. So, what do we do to start then? Well, the first thing is, let's clear a bit of space, is you want to take your black paper and you want to cut yourself out a cross. Now, the cross is going to want to fit onto your paper plate so that it's fairly large, easy to see. Then you're going to need to take your pink paper and you're going to want to cut yourself out an egg shape. Again, your egg shape wants to be somewhat big enough so that it can fill the paper plate. And once you cut it out, you want to decorate it. So Martha's first attempt, she enjoyed putting together an egg that was very colourful. We tried a rainbow egg to fit with the times, and I even had a go and did a bit of a jazzy egg. So once you've cut out and coloured in your egg, then you'll need to take your yellow paper and you'll need to cut it into thin-ish strips. I've chosen to cut out 4 of these strips. So now it's time to begin the craft. First, take your decorated egg and stick it onto your first paper plate. You'll want to give this a good all-round stick because we're eventually going to cut this in half and you want it to stay on the plate. Now, you can either leave it plain, just like this, or you could do as Martha wanted to do, have some grass at the bottom, sky at the top, the egg nestling on the grass. Your choice, be creative. Then, with your other paper plate, take your cross and work out roughly where the 2 parts of the cross meet and stick your first 2 pieces of yellow paper down. Then I would put on the other 2 pieces, so here we go. And these help us to think about light shining from behind the cross, which is a great symbol of the risen Jesus, the empty cross and the dawn of God's light there. So here we are. Here's the next one going on. 1 more to go. And again, if you wanted to, you could colour in or paint this second paper plate if you wanted to make it even more exciting. There we are, there's the second one. And then once we've got everything in position, we want to stick on our black cross. Here we are, silhouetted by the light from behind there. I would always advise putting some paper down on the table. Here we are. So there we have our second plate. So now what we're going to do is we take our egg plate, just overlay it, make sure it's the right way round, and then through the centre of it, we're just going to cut straight up, cutting the plate in half through the centre of the egg. There we are. Overlay it onto the first plate and then take your first pin and being very careful of your fingers, place it through. In fact, you might want to put the piece of blue tack behind it to begin with. Make sure that the 2 parts of the plate are together, it's level with your cross behind it, and we're going to push that pin through, push it straight into that blue tack. We'll put that second piece behind there. and do the same again with that one. Excellent. So there we have it. There is our craft. And when we open it up, we get to reveal, you might just have to lift it over a little bit the first time, you can reveal the cross behind. Well, now you've completed your craft, let's think about how it talks about Easter. Well, I'm sure you're all going to be opening one of these tomorrow morning on Easter morning, an Easter egg. But why do we have Easter eggs? Well, the egg is a symbol that makes us think about new life. Inside the egg there is a little chick, and that, we hope, is going to break out from the egg and start a new life. But if it was just about life, the Easter egg would be a bit of a funny symbol. It is, after all, an Easter egg. Well, for Christians, we remember that Easter Day is about the resurrection of Jesus. Jesus, on that day, showed that he had broken out of the tomb. The egg was cracked open. He showed us what new life could be. As they could say, you can't have a chicken without an egg. Well, Christ showed God's power, God's goodness, God's love by breaking death. Christ showed us that with his new life, we can have a new and fuller sort of life. Up till then, on the cross, he had showed God's goodness as he walked around, as he taught people, as he did his miracles, revealing something of the character of God. But in his new life, he showed us that we can share in that life, not just after our death in this world, but have new life with him now. Well, I hope you enjoy your Easter egg. I hope you enjoyed your craft, and I hope that you'll join us for Sunday school on the first Sunday of the month and our all-age service on the third Sunday of the month when we return to normal worship. But until then, I wish you a very blessed Easter to you and all your family. Thank you very much for watching.